Hey, what is going on, you fearless Feebas? I have been so excited to try out the Talonflame from Perfect Order, and it is finally here. And honestly, I've definitely been pretty impressed by the build, by the potential of the card from what I've played with so far. But I think there's still further to go. Before I jump into though and break it all down, gotta give a huge shout out to Dragon Shield, of course, for sponsoring the channel. We know them, we love them for their card sleeves. They make a ton of other high quality gaming accessory products, but you can check out their sleeves, which I'm sure you're going to. They got a ton of different colors, a ton of different styles as well. They got the mattes, the dual mattes, the non-glares, the classics. I'm personally a big fan of their matte style of sleeves. Blood Red, if you're looking for a color recommendation, is one of my favorites as well. Check them out over at dragonshield.com. Link will be in the description, and code AZULGG will get you a discount over there as well. So let's talk about this Talonflame first, so y'all can get a gist for how the deck works. Stage 2 Pokemon, it's got the ability Sky Hunt. Once on your turn, you may use this ability. Flip a coin. If heads, discard a random card from your opponent's hand. So this is the main win condition with the deck. We're just going to set up multiple Talonflames, start using Sky Hunt, and start picking away cards out of our opponent's hand, and theoretically eventually win by deck out. But that's not enough in itself, of course. All we did was sit there and use Sky Hunt, we would just kind of lose the game. So we have to be disruptive. We have to try and make it so our opponent can't do things, can't take knockouts while we're picking apart their hand with the Sky Hunt. And the way we do that is with the LGM and the retreat locking of the Sudowoodo and the Totodile. So LGM, actually, I found it to be more useful in more matchups than I thought it would be. I thought it would only basically be good against Dragapult, or that would be its strongest matchup. But the more I've played with the deck, the more I found other matchups where it works pretty well. The real powerhouse of the deck, or the win condition of the deck, is definitely the retreat locking. The LGM is nice and can be our sole win condition against Dragapult, but there's a lot of other matchups in the format, and that's where stuff like Sudowoodo with the impound during your opponent's next turn, the defending Pokemon can't retreat. There's a lot of Latias in the format for mobility cards. So impound, Sudowoodo being a fighting type means you do 0 damage to Latias, so you can sit there and impound infinitely while we deck out our opponent with the Sky Hunt. And then we have the Totodile, and the reason I have the Totodile in here, one, we can Buddy Poffin for it, which is pretty nice. You can't Buddy Poffin for the Sudowoodo, so Dawn or Poké Pad would have to get involved. And two, it only does 10 damage. And I found myself in a lot of situations having to retreat lock something that wasn't resistant to fighting. And doing 20 damage with impound means I trap it in the active half as long. Or even something weak to fighting, like the Meowth or the Fezandipiti. I don't want to be doing 40 damage to those things. I'm going to get way less turns of Sky Hunt while I'm using the impound. So using something like Big Bite, sure, we're still doing 10 damage, but it's only 10 damage, which means you can trap a Fezandipiti in the active for like 20 turns, which is pretty good. That gives us 20 turns of Sky Hunting, discarding cards from our opponent's hand. So that's why we got the Totodile in here. And I would definitely theoretically experiment around with other retreat lock options. There is the Stunfisk EX that has a lot of HP, but I don't see the value in having 210 HP to put a 2-prize Pokemon in play, especially when we probably already have Fezandipiti in play. Don't love the idea of that. And then there's even the Spinarak. So if you want to take advantage, also less than 70 HP, or less than 80 HP, excuse me, so we can Buddy Poffin for it. It only does 10 damage like the Totodile, but I opted for the Totodile. Honestly, I can't remember why I opted for the Totodile over the Spinarak. I think it was just because it had more HP. I think there was another reason as well, but I actually don't remember. But Spinarak basically has the exact same attack. It takes grass energy, obviously, and then only has 60 HP. It is grass type, though, so if metal Pokemon are popular enough, then we can utilize Spinarak as an option in here as well. And we do play Prism Energy, so we can play a whole bunch of different attacking options and have access to their energy we would need to utilize them as an attacker. Let's talk about the rest of the deck here real fast, though. So that was the Talonflame. We play a 3/3/3 Talonflame. I play one Fan Rotom. I use this fairly often, but I don't think I would go up to a second Fan Rotom in the deck. It can help find our Dunsparces for our draw engine of Dudunsparce, and then it can also help us find our Fletchling and Fletchinder, get those into the Talonflames. These are really, really sick that there's a colorless Fletchinder, because the new Fletchinder is actually fire type. So having a colorless one is really sick. Fletchling also being colorless type. The Fan Rotom just kind of sets up the whole line really, really nice. And then we have a 2/2 Dudunsparce here, and this is a couple different things. Now, we can find the Dunsparces early with Fan Rotom to set up for draw power from the Dunsparce. We do play Buddy Poffins, Poké Pads, Dawn. After like a Lillie or two, we usually just start to build up a massive hand through drawing turn after turn with the Dunsparce and Dawn to recycle the Dunsparces over and over and over again. But also it means we actually never deck out if we don't prize a Dunsparce or Dunsparce. It'll mean we'll never deck out because we can use the Dunsparce, draw the rest of our deck, put those on the bottom of the deck, bench Dunsparce, next turn evolve to the Dunsparce, repeat. Now we also have 4 Lilies in here, so that can also be our way that we don't deck out, because obviously it's not just about our opponent decking out. So we have to make sure we don't deck out as we deck out our opponent. So the Dunsparce is a way to do that. We have 4 Lillie. I also am playing the Miracle Headset as the ace spec, being able to get more gust effects, especially in situations where we're doing damage to the target. So if we're bringing up like a Fezandipiti and we're trapping in the active for 20 turns, if our opponent has a 30 card deck, that's not long enough to deck them out. So we need more time. So we have to use gust effects over and over and over again. We need to be disruptive in the early game to hopefully buy a turn or two while we set up. And then we get into the mid-late game. We need to make sure we actually trap something in the active as long as we possibly can. So Miracle Headset, we do play 4 boss and a Lisia's Appeal. Miracle Headset on top of that, but recovering stuff like Xerosic's Machinations, which can help us more aggressively progress our decking out, and the Lana's Aid as one of our main recovery cards. Also, we don't have to use Miracle Headset for those. Is pretty nice. I also have a Sacred Ash in here for a little bit more recovery, but I did want a way to find basic energy with the Lana's Aid. I also don't play any mobility in the deck. No Switch, no Air Balloon. I did have Air Balloon initially, but I found that because we can constantly push up to Dunsparce or preemptively bench whatever Pokemon we need to utilize on the next turn, we can usually get into the retreat locking or the energy disruption every single turn without having a free pivot card. And once they're set up, even if our opponent like bosses the Talonflame to try and trap it, we can just go attach retreat to get back into the Sudowoodo or the LGM to resume our disruption and then continue to pick apart their hand with the Talonflame. Pokemon search for Buddy-Buddy Poffin for Poké Pad. I think I mentioned that. 1 Pokégear, because finding that Lillie early on is just really, really nice. I'm not sure this Pokégear is worth it. It could maybe just be a 4th Dawn, to be honest, or something else. 3 Accompanying Flute. Now, our opponent doesn't have to bench Pokemon for us to be disruptive around. That's where the Accompanying Flute come into play, of course. I did initially have 4 in here, and I cut it down to 3. Could see going back up to 4. Just currently at 3 right now, but can definitely make that adjustment. And then finally for the stadium, there's a decent amount of Watchtower in the format right now, and our main draw engine is the Dudunsparce, of course. So I have some Nighttime Mines in here. They're not only good to bump Watchtower, but also good up against stuff like Ceruledge, which isn't really a popular deck right now, but I think Ceruledge is actually pretty good so far from what I've played with it, so I wouldn't be surprised to see it become a meta deck. Very strong up against Dragapult specifically, though, and Dragapult is by far the most popular deck in the format, just by a lot. It's like so super popular, very popular deck. So Nighttime Mine, good against Dragapult, good at bumping Watchtower, very cool. And then for the energy split, 4 Prism Energy, of course, so we can get the flexibility between our different attackers. And then I have 1 basic Psychic, 1 basic Water, and 1 basic Fighting, obviously to take advantage of the energy types of these attackers. I honestly forget why I'm using Totodile over Spinarak. I actually just don't remember. I know there was a reason. I don't remember what it was, but it exists. You definitely want to play 2 Sudowoodo, though, because the main thing we're trying to retreat lock is that Latias. So prizing Sudowoodo is pretty annoying. So many decks play Latias right now, and obviously we're not going to always be able to catch it with Flute, but if we just catch some things with Flute and start to trap those in the active, even just by bossing it up and then moving energy around with LGM, if their main source of mobility is Latias, they might have to just put it in play themselves, and then we want to make sure we can take advantage of that with the Sudowoodo, because like I said, it does 0 damage if the Pokemon has that fighting resistance. So, and yeah, that's it. That's the build. That's the Talonflame deck. Let's jump into some action, and I'll show y'all how it runs. Also, check out the secondary YouTube channel. I'll have some more gameplay up there with this deck. So head over there if you want to learn how to play this deck further. All right, we're chilling. Let me lock in. Water Pump's fine. No, this is bad. This is not good. This is not good. A bad matchup for sure, right? I kind of want the Water Pond in play, right? Do I want neither of these in play? Maybe I shouldn't have played this. Maybe I should let them play the game and then play this on the next turn. I think he's gonna force them to put either of these Pokemon in play if I don't grab them, though. Like if they know, if they get a read on what I'm playing, they should be like, oh, I'm just not gonna do anything. Yikes, yikes, yikes. We priced, and then my Fletchling's bugged. Oh, dude, it's just Shaymin's in here, thank goodness. Yeah, I might go for the slight shift option. All right, bad start, bad start. It's all right, we'll recover. What if you Flute Chikorita? Can they force turn 1? No. Maybe instead of getting the second Dunsparce, I should have got a Fletchling, to be honest, just to build up towards the Talonflame. Possible that's a misplay. Oh my. I should have. I know they play Badoo as well. I should have played around the Badoo there. It's my bad. Mistake on my part. Mistake on my part. Is there any way we can heal our opponent's Pokemon? There's not, right? I don't think so. I mean, that would be kind of broken, right? If I could heal them. Like, if I could retreat lock their Badoo with the Totodile and heal it at the same time, that'd be insane. Picnic Basket? You have like a constant. We can't use Picnic Basket infinitely. Is there a way to infinitely generate Picnic Baskets? I don't think so, right? Picnic rotated? Oh, even worse. Isn't that an Oricorio? No, the Oricorio heals your Pokemon. Shoot, I wish I'd play this Dawn. Touching top deck is nice. Shaymin for the protect. Come on, Shaymin! I mean, if there's a Dawn for next turn, we can do something, right? I mean, if they're Itchy Pollinating us every single turn, that gives us time to just set up, so I'm not like too mad at getting Itchy Pollen here, to be honest. Gemstone Dedenne. Yo, shout out Gemstone Dedenne. I have no idea how I'm winning this one, to be honest. I think I need Elgyem as many energy off Ogerpon to Badoo. Find another flute at some point, catch other things in play. Because they play... No, they don't play E-Switch, do they? I don't know what build it... No, they do, because it's the Water Pond build. So they did definitely play E-Switch. I have no idea how to win this, to be honest. I got no clue. I have no clue. I think I need to get Sudowoodo set up. And then I need a Sudowoodo the Water Pond. Or something to put energy on Water Pond. Then I have to like Sudowoodo something else. I actually like run between their Pokemon, I guess. I don't actually know. I have no idea how to win this. Water, but they could like saw. I mean, it's all bad, to be honest. But I can LGM as many energy as possible off the Ogerpons to like Badoo and stuff. That can be like part of it, for sure. Not sure how much longer we're gonna be here. Just got prep for here. Got to prep to be here for a long time though. They probably play a Judge as well, right? I could also do like Lisia's Appeal plus Impound or something like that. Lisia's Appeal plus Spinarak could be something, I guess. Not a very good something, but it is technically something. Gemstone LGM might be a shout. Yeah, I had that. I almost put the gemstones in here. Oh, it'd be a way to trap Badoo, right? Specifically. I mean, yeah, it'd be a way to be annoying with Badoo for sure. But I want the energy to be on the Badoo as well, right? Another thing. Alola Malola. No, there's no Alolas Malolas in here. But honestly, that's not a bad shout. Recovers LGM. Would recover LGM. Would also recover... I'd have to play Air Balloons then, though. Put the Air Balloons back in. And we need some kind of Pokemon recovery no matter what, so... Oh, they just put Meowth in play. That's really good for us. Well, it's kind of good. It depends where the energy ends up. That's like the problem with all of this. Is just like, it depends where the energy is going to end up. I really just need to move as much energy to the Badoo as possible. As long as I can, and then go from there. But I could go to trap the Meowth. I would honestly like to trap the Meowth with Sudowoodo. We're just going for a torrential pump, leave the energy. I could just move the... Oh, I can move all their waters off, right? Can I move water to Badoo? That's what I'm going to play for. I mean, that's what I'm going to play for. I'm going to play for water to Badoo. Trap Meowth is waiting to go back to hand. Yeah, exactly. That's why I like trapping Meowth. Well, I could trap Meowth. Ooh, that's a good hit. Trapping Meowth could work until I like hand lock them with Talon. Like I could trap Meowth, hand lock them with Talonflame, then go into Elgyem and move the energy around or something. Like that could be my line. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go Fez the Dunsparce. Putting Fez in play doesn't feel great, but I gotta do something here. Just want to get slightly shifty with it. Might whiff though, which would suck. We're not slightly shifting anything, man. Bad. Yeah, we're not. I think I need to go into item lock next, or retreat lock the Meowth next turn or something. We'll see. We will see. We will see. I just want to move this water to the Badoo. Never lucky. All right, pass. Fine for some pressure on energy. I mean, it doesn't do anything this turn. After I've like moved energy around, it might do something, but. Oh, the mine is like so low value in this matchup. Holy smokes. Dude, they're already prepping the thing, bro. What the heck? How many waters do they play, though? 2 to 3? Maybe. I mean, maybe I go for the Elgyem again on this turn. Maybe it's an Elgyem angle. I can confuse the Meowth as well, and then they can't execute the attack, right? That's kind of funny. That is kind of funny. So bad. Is the Spinarak even in the deck? It is. Maybe I just have to like run around between stuff and just be obnoxious. Like what if I went... Okay, let me draw with this. Yeah, maybe I gooey the Meganium. Hatch. Toss Meganium. This deck gets so much better when we get a special red card, because then we can play an aggressive item disruption. What if we just trap Badoo for a few turns? I could have done that as well. I'm gonna kind of wait on that though. I feel like comfortable enough where I can like wait for that to be a play. I wonder if they play a counter. They just gave me Flute. Well, see, now they're going... See, I want them to go wide with attack. This is what I want. Okay, they're already attacking. But now I can bring up the next Ogre Pawn. But do I have a way to bring up the next Ogre Pawn right now, though? Hold up. It's got to be sent up this, right? How do I want to do this now? I kind of want to Lisia's appeal the Meowth with Sudowoodo. Draw 3. Yeah, Lisia's appeal the Meowth with Sudowoodo while I hand trap them, and then go into Elgyem after that. I think wants to be my play here. Okay. Do I want to replace the stadium? I do kind of want to replace the stadium. Sky Hunt first here. Well, it gives them more information on what to discard based on what I discard, right? So I should probably just, if I'm going to play the mine, I should just play the mine now. Get back. I mean, they probably discard one of their Ogre Pawns, I guess. I don't even know what they discard here, to be honest. Oh, I didn't even check with Flute. I just don't know. I could have got Fez. Oh, Fez isn't even that good either. Oh, they can't snipe my bench. Fez is like whatever. I should have checked with Flute for sure, though. They'll probably put another stadium in play, though, for me to play around. I definitely should have done a Flute. Oh, wait, I didn't yet play this. Oops. I didn't realize I had a Dunsparce in the hand. My hand is so freaking big. What's the win con? Be annoying. Be miserably obnoxious. Not annoying enough. Impound. This is where like Totodile would be better though. We can hit him with a, if they even have a grass energy to get tails with here. Maybe they whiff the grass for a turn. We can hit him with the Xerosic combo. Oh, that was probably their only go wide stadium, right? I mean, is there going to be a better time to Xerosic? I don't know. Just hit him with it. Just go. Is that honestly kind of sick? That's pretty cool. I think there's probably a lot to figure out. All right, we got nothing out of that. I guess we have a higher chance of hitting the good cards though, right? That's kind of what it does. Come on. Give me a heads. Dude, come on. Give me a break. Give me something. Honestly, we should probably play a higher count of Lisia's Appeal because honestly, confusing the Pokemon is like pretty high value. I kind of want like 2 Lisia's Appeal in here because most of the time we're gusting basic Pokemon anyways, right? So like if we're bringing up Ogerpons and stuff. Dude. Just give me something. There we go. Holy smokes. Bodied. Got the Bayleaf. Gonna take the time to Lana's aid here. I like that squad. Compound. Isn't there a Confusion Stadium too? It only removes it when they evolve though, but we're bringing up basics, so it doesn't really make a difference. I guess they're just letting me KO the Meowth, is what it seems like. But I don't want to KO the Meowth. That's why I was trying to like hand lock them and then bring something up. Dude, I can't. Come on. I need this. Please. Dude. Alright. I KO it next turn. I could shuffle it back to Dunsparce and I could just Elgyem the energy off the Meowth, which is what I think I'm going to do here, actually. Are they going to attempt the attack? Ooh, I want them to get tails. Yes, that's huge. I get prize cards and I get to play the accompanying flute. That's so big. That's so big for me. And who knows? Maybe I'll get ahead on Talonflame next turn. Actually going to win the game by drawing prize cards. Just watch. I could impound this for a turn, actually. Okay, I like that. Ooh, give me that Chikorita. That's good. That's good value. I don't know if there was like a better thing they could have put down there or not, but I'll take it. Whatever, I'll take it. Talonflames, man. Oh, come on, just get ahead. You bastard, bro. You rat. Talonflame. You're killing me, brother. Yeah, the Nighttime Mine is so useless in this matchup because it's just 2 grass for them to Myriad Leaf Shower through this thing. I guess there's impound, right? Yeah, sure. 20 to the Badoo. Impound the Badoo. You're impounded, buddy. Gotta cook Talonflame for dinner? Bro, these Talonflames are guilty. Still seems really tough to win the game, I'm not gonna lie. It seems like we're still in a bad spot, but dude, please. I need this. Oh my god. Oh. I wish they killed me with a grass energy with push down. I didn't even think about that, to be honest. Come on, tilt, man. Can we just... Can I get some heads here, man? Maybe their hand is literally just dead, though. I don't know. 1 for 12 is not real. If I was going 50-50 here, I would be cooking them if we were going 50-50 here. Like, we would be bodying them if we were going 50-50. They literally have a 0-card hand if I was 50-50 right now. I'd be using Elgyem instead now to be obnoxious. Now they get to put a bunch of bullshit in their hand that I can't remove. Maybe they don't have a grass here, though. Maybe they don't have a grass energy. Oh my gosh, they don't. This is huge. Well, now that I know that, though, I should definitely go into Elgyem and be annoying. Dude. Lose it, man. I'm gonna lose it. I'm gonna lose my mind. Give me the freaking heads. Holy shit. I just want a heads, man. I don't care. I need him to dead draw here, though. I need him to whiff off the top deck. Please. Whiff, whiff, whiff one time. Or unless they've just been chilling for some reason. They could have just been chilling for some reason. I don't know why they'd be chilling, but I guess it's technically possible they could have been chilling this whole time. Oh my gosh, it's working. All right, now it's time to pop off. I'm talking double heads multiple times. It's probably 3 or 4 forests, right? It could definitely be 3, though. It doesn't have to... Oh, my gosh. Oh, we're getting them, baby. Let's go. This is what I'm talking about. All right, let me think for a second. I still have my basic fighting left. Play shift. Come on. It makes the Meganium a better trap if I move the energy off the Meganium. Yeah, I'm not decking out anytime soon. I have a lot of Lilies. Maybe move the water off. I think I'm fine if Water Pond keeps its energy. I think. I'm actually not 100% sure about that, though. I think I want to get like the grass off here, but I could go water off here, to be honest. I should maybe Lillie sooner than later, though. Well, I kind of want to draw. I don't know if my fighting energy is in the deck, actually. I definitely need to like preemptively put an energy on my Sudowoodo before I play a Lillie. Ooh, it's a good hit. Yeah, I'll move the water. I'll move the water. Xerosic U for game. That would be tragic if they play Xerosic. That would be super tragic. Yeah, this Budu is looking mighty healthy there. Stacking up. Budu's not messing around. Oh, that's a good point. They can't torrential pump. Moving this off there means they can't torrential pump with that anymore. That's a good point. I should move this grass next, though, I'm pretty sure. It's gonna be a harder treat move, or that must have been their top deck, right? The grass energy. Yeah, that is annoying. I can just attach retreat though, something, right? I'm gonna send that up. See what top deck, and then we'll go from there. I think it is just attach retreat slight shit, but I'll check my Talonflames first. There is energies in their discard pile, yeah. There's a water and a grass. I KO'd their Meowth. Yes! I mean, I didn't get anything relevant, but like just getting heads is just, you know, hypes me up. I get excited. I can just go a grass retreat, move the energy off the active. They can go attach active knockout, I guess. And then I don't know where I go from there, but we'll figure it out. Then I maybe go into impound. Maybe Eerie? No, Xerosic is fine. We don't need Eerie. I think Xerosic's good enough. Tree lock the Meganium or Water Pond? Yeah, I'm gonna go into the... I am gonna go into retreat locking right now. Get a prize card. Yeah, it's got to be impound this thing. Clock sticking. Oh, I don't. How much time do we have? Good point. matter. Oh, I only have 5 minutes left. Holy smokes. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'm doing damage now though, which is terrible. Do I have to Lillie next turn? I mean, I gotta do something. I am. Do something. 3, 4, 5, 6. Wonder if they have an E-switch in their hand. If they do, they can attack with Meganium here. It's not good. I mean, they're digging to like do something this turn. Oh, they're going for an E-switch, yeah. I mean, they have like 3 E-switch left. Unlikely to whiff. Oh, they actually whiffed? Oh my gosh, that's huge. Oh, should I have impounded the water pond? I probably should have impounded the water pond, because who knows how many energy they play, right? Now I'm going to impound the water pond, right? Oh, but they can E-switch the water energy up, so it's like the same thing. Yeah, maybe it's not even that big of a deal then. Okay, I think I gotta go like... I think I have to move the energy off the Meganium here, so I think it has to be like... Yeah, I think I gotta do this. Oh, let me cook this, let me cook this. Then I gotta do this. Then I gotta do this. Then I gotta play this for Lana's aid and Lisia's appeal. Treats to this. Lana's aid. Play shift off the active to the Badoo. I don't know, we'll figure it out from there. I assume they play. Maybe they don't play 4 E-switch. I have no idea how many E-switch they play, to be honest. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. They're like, they have to be like almost out of energy. Okay, they have 2 cards left in deck. Oh my gosh, it's working. I have 1 card left in my deck. I have Lilies. I should just play. I have to play Lilies now, though, right? 3 minutes left. Oh, wait. I can still play Lilies. Oh, my gosh. I should have failed and played the other Poké Pads, but it's fine. Can't slight shift anymore. I just want to make sure I could like chain to Dunsparces. I only have 1 Poképad left. Give me this. Slight shift off of something to something. What's the most threatening Pokemon on their side of the field? Or least threatening, I should say. Probably off the water pond, right? Because the water pond needs an extra energy because of Nighttime Mine. No, it's always the water pond. Because every other Pokemon I play needs 2 energy. Water pond needs 3 energy. So I can just trap this to win the game now because they have 1 card left in deck. Dude, what a game, bro. Oh my gosh. Yo, appreciate the prime sub there. Lemma. Dude, if I hit 1 heads there, they couldn't even play this Lillie. Come on now. I'd play Xerosic as well. They couldn't have played the Lillie. Oh, I need to draw a boss this turn or I lose, right? If I don't draw a boss, I lose. Dude, what the heck? If I literally just hit, if I had like hit, they can't play that Lillie there to find that, because that was definitely the bottom card of their deck. But I can push Fez. Can they even KO Fez? I don't know if they have a boss left. I mean, that's been the norm this game. No boss, bro. Losing this game would actually be kind of annoying. They have only down 2 boss. They could definitely have a 3rd boss here for sure. Got a lot of gust effects left too. Boss? Yes, no, maybe. Oh my. Did it! Let's go! Deck out. Oh my. Alright, that's it. That's it for this deck. I'm done with this deck. That was good though. That was fun. Ult. Pretty good. Have the games felt enjoyable? Yeah, yeah. That's not like why. This happens every time a new set drops. I just don't know what I feel like I want to play. There's too many things to like potentially play. I maybe do need to come up with, I never do this, but maybe I should come up with a list of decks to try. Like pre-set release. Come up with a list of decks to play with. Just need like some kind of focus like that. Make it for me to just like a list of decks for me to go down, to be honest. Maybe we'll come up with that like tomorrow before I start playing with decks. Come with a list of decks and like an order of them to work on. It would be good to do something like that ahead of time. Would you be excited going into a major if this was the format? I mean, no more so than any other major. I'd be pretty neutral on it, I think. Wait, now hold on. You're supposed to bench a Badoo for me to move the energy to. What the heck? Yeah, I'd probably be pretty neutral. I don't really want to get aggressive with the Nighttime Mine. Yeah, sure, whatever. Smash kick. Load him up. Well, now I can't get Badooed, which is pretty sick. You'll play Raging Bolt at some point, yeah. Which tier do you think Honcho will be once red card comes out? I have no clue. I don't think about future formats. At least Candy Pult is pretty unlikely, if not like impossible at this point. Decklist also might not play Area Zero, which is like what I'd be scared of at this point, but they actually might not have it, which is pretty cool for me. Okay, they aggressively discarded a stadium there. Oh, this is just like the solo owl in this build, I think. Like the single owl. I doubt they play multiple owls. I think that turbo outside deck you made before the Toxtricity could be good now with the pads to find them. No clue. Haven't tried it. Haven't worked on a more aggressive Absol build in a while. What is Bolt is usually playing, yeah, the Stamp. Sometimes you'll see a Neo Upper Energy, but mostly Stamp. Maybe in like the Water Pond build they play, actually I don't know. Yeah, I just like trap the, oh no, but they could evolve it and then yes. I can force them to evolve it, right? Theoretically. What do you think about Hand Trimmer Xerosic in this deck? I play one Xerosic. One Xerosic I think is like fine. The game is slow enough where I don't think we'd ever play Hand Trimmer. Playing like one Xerosic is like fine. I'd probably play a redeemable ticket before I added like a second one. Probably, yeah. You know what deck is super cool? Fighting Box. Sounds super cool. Wait, what do you even play in it? Like you have, I assume you play Zygarde, but I guess you could just not play Zygarde, right? What do you think he's thinking about? I am gonna dude, Xerosicing them next turn would be so sick. Yeah, wait, why? I just have nowhere to put it. I also put it. Dude, Xerosic next turn would be insane. Okay, that's kind of cringe. I don't really want to have to deal with that. Alright, Xerosic. That is pretty cringe, actually. I'm not gonna lie. That is fairly cringe for my opponent. A lot of stuff. Alright, Talonflame. Ooh, you're worst. By that, I mean your best. You fuck. Look. Another one. Surely this Talonflame will get the job done. Come on. You bitch. What the? All right. Shift him up. Never lucky? Yeah. Wait, what about like a Cornerstone Barbaracle deck? Could that ever be a thing? Like that's just how you charge up your Cornerstone? Like 4 Cornerstones and a 2/2 Barbaracle? Man, maybe that's just terrible. But think about it. Give it some thought. Get back to me. Or Jumbo Ice Cream. I'm so tired of this Talonflame, man. He is just exhaustingly bad. My Talonflames are the worst. That's obnoxious. That is obnoxious, man. All right, that's what we'll do tomorrow to begin the stream. We'll come up with a list of decks. We're gonna come up with a list of decks and like the priority at which I'm gonna play them in, and then we'll start going through the list. Give me something to like work off of, and then we'll play with the #1 deck before Osaka. What? Dude, there's no way this is right, bro. Getting aggressive with that Shaymin line? Yo, I see you. I see you. Aha! You rats. Get him. Energy. Yeah, let's go. All right, get him again. Get him again. Get him again. Hit him with it. All right, it's fine. It's fine. It's chill. It's chill. I did not expect the Shaymin to be this mighty, to be honest. I don't like getting punched for even 30 damage. That's kind of obnoxious. I got to deal with this guy. Although now I just kind of drew a Lillie. I kind of want to play the Lillie instead. I could go like bench Pseudo, attach to Pseudo, play Lillie. And then slight shift off the Shaymin to the Hutu. Because I can trap the Monkey Dory with Sudowoodo. Or I could just do that. Like, what if I just did that right now? What are they going to do? Attach a Monkey Dory? Yeah, okay. I mean, honestly, they probably will, but it's fine. They want to put more energy. If they want to put more energy, not on Dragapults, I think I'll be okay with that. I can move them all to Shaymin. Watch party this weekend? Yep. We got the Osaka Champions League with the new set, the new Mega Greninja set, and Sevilla Special Championships. Does that baby Blaziken deck from last format work? No clue. Haven't tried to make it work. It'll be fine though. Blaziken Monkey Dory probably, right? Does Defiance Fest rotate? I don't know. I think I'm gonna move all the energy to the Hoot Hoot. Well, that guy hits for 60 though. Maybe it just still goes to the Shaymin. I don't know. Are leaks this weekend? Theoretically, yes, but nothing's guaranteed. We have had like a tournament or two in Japan where there was like no card leaks. It is rare that there's no card leaks at a tournament, but it has happened previously. Got him. We're so far behind, I don't even know if I want card leaks. That's a fair take, to be honest. Yeah. Yeah. At this point, do we even want card leaks? We are so far behind. Maybe it's best just not to have card leaks, to be honest. I'll just feed him the Elgyem. But there should be, yeah. There should. Actually, there might not be. Like theoretically, if the next set is like the 30-year anniversary set, which I assume it would be, Those might be at Champions League Aichi when they would reveal those. Or maybe they'll reveal Summon Osaka, Summon 8. But I feel like there's going to be a set for Japan between March and May. So, yeah. Is Mega Ray the next set after Ninja Spinner? I think that's like what is expected based on the name of the set, right? But they're already almost decked out. They only have how many cards left? They have like nothing. You have nothing. I think I might just sacrifice my Fan Rotom here. The Fan Rotom is so useless. I just want off my bench. Oh, what do we get? Ooh, got their ace spec. That's GG, buddy. You're done. Hack it. Oh no, I prized the middle stage. I can't set up 3 birds. Fine. Oh no, my hand's dead. That's not good. I kind of want to grab Elgyem. How many boss are they down to? You know, if they want to boss my Elgyem, that's fine. They can boss him. Because they're already down 2 boss. So if they really want to boss my Elgyem, they can do it. I'm okay with that. Today's been full control. No, not full control. We have played this deck a decent amount, though. This deck is pretty fun, though. This deck's pretty sick. Oh, they have to be pretty low on energy after this. Oh, they already might be out of energy. Wait, where are their energy? They have 4 in play, none in the discard? The Totodile cameo. Yeah, Totodile's pretty sick. Yeah, the Totodile's pretty cool. He's a pretty cool guy. He's pretty sick. I don't know how many gusts I have left. That's another thing I have to be like aware of. Wait, they're not retreating the Monkey Dory, are they? I mean, that seems incredibly terrible. This can't be the right play. You're trolling. I don't know what this is trolling. You're trolling. This can't be real. Can't be serious. This is super unserious Pokemon TCG gameplay right now. Let's Elgyem it off. You silly. Oh, got him. That's big. That's huge. It's an energy. Come on, give me another energy one time. Whatever. I actually didn't even really want it. Shifty with it. Like mine. I should have benched that Dunsparce. Oops. All right, load up the Shaymin. Shaymin gets another. Oh, they do play Dust. Oh, I guess I bench locked them like turn 1, right? So they didn't really have time to... I did bench lock them turn 1. They didn't really have time to get Duskulls on the bench, I guess. Let's go. Let's get it. This is hype. This game I have 13 minutes left. What the heck? My opponent's played this one. Or my opponent has taken more time than me. How? What the fuck? The last couple times I played this deck, I've had like 3 minutes left. Almost every game I've won with this deck, I have like 3 minutes left when I win. My opponent's been cruising. Honestly, our setup this game was kind of insane though. I guess that's probably part of it. I've never timed out, no. I mean, if they're gonna play the game, I'm gonna play the game. Oh, there's nothing to shift. Not even slightly. The flips for Talonflame are insanely slow. It is pretty obnoxious. It is fairly obnoxious. Let's get it.